My first question to you is, how easy was it to choose the president as the person of the year? I mean, on a scale of 1 to 10, I mean, was it...
Are you comparing it to other choices for person of the year, or just relative scale of easy versus hard decisions?
I mean, as easy versus hard decision.
Well, it's never an easy decision, and in some ways, the thing that makes it a hard decision is that you can always choose the President of the United States, and you can almost always choose the President of the United States during a re-election year. But I thought that he was really onto something that was new and different, and we can talk about that in a second. But so it was a relatively hard decision. I'd say it was an 8. How about that?
Okay. So then why did you choose him?
We chose him because if you look back to 2008 when he was Person of the Year, a lot of people thought, boy, this is a once-in-a-lifetime change. It's an anomaly. It's lightning in a bottle, as he called it. And what I think we saw this year was ratifying the changes in America, because what he really is this kind of architect of a new America. And what I mean by that is, if you look at the so-called coalition of the ascendant, the people who voted for Obama, minorities, Hispanics, millennials, college-educated women, these groups are the groups that are making America now and making the next America. And he is their symbol and their champion, and in some ways the creator of these groups as political coalitions in America. And so in many ways I actually wanted to call it, Barack Obama is Person of the Year, Barack Obama and the making of a new America. So that to me is why he was Person of the Year. And I think everything that we've seen since the election, and with Hurricane Sandy, and with the dreadful events in Newtown, Connecticut, we see him stepping up in a way that we didn't always see in the first term. He's more confident. He's speaking with more clarity. He's speaking more from the heart about the things he really believes, and I think that's what people were waiting for. And insofar as Person of the Year looks both backward and looks forward, the forward-looking part is that he's going to be around for a long time, and he's creating this new America and this new coalition, this new realignment in our political sector, and I think that will have repercussions for decades to come.
Why the picture? One of my colleagues commented that the picture of the president looks like a Roman senator on an old coin.
Well, that's not a bad analogy. I mean, we wanted to show him in a way that he hasn't really been shown before. And look, he's probably the most photographed man in the universe. And we got Nadav Kander, who is the UK-based photographer who actually did our Mohammed Morsi cover from a few weeks ago. Because A, you don't have much time with the president, and B, I wanted an image that didn't look like anything else, that looked special. And I think the tone of it reflects the tone of the country now, particularly the tone of the country post-Sandy and post-Newtown. He looks determined and deliberate. It's a quiet image, and I think it'll become one of the iconic images of President Obama for all time.
Since you mentioned the word iconic, do you think without the print component of Time, Person of the Year, or any other iconic issue that you'll produce, will it generate the same buzz and impact if it was only digital?
Well, I think Samir, that I think the paper product will never go away, and I think it simply becomes a more premium, more luxe, even more desirable and more expensive product that is part of this total brand of Time. So that for a digital subscription, you might also get a paper subscription for a higher price, that is. And again, I just don't think print is going away, particularly for upmarket, upscale publications that people like to have on their coffee table, like to have in their home, and like to be able to carry with them. As you know, print. A magazine is about the most portable. It's more portable than an iPad. So I think everything we do revolves around the brand is at the center, and just one of the wheel is the print product, like the iPad product, like Time.com, like what we do for mobile, what we do for phones, and you can have just one, or you can have them all. And there's a subscription price that would include everything, and there's a subscription price that could include one thing. So that's a very long answer to your question, because I think it's a kind of a false choice in the sense that, because I don't think the magazine, the physical magazine itself, will ever go away.
Having said that, I've noticed this is like maybe the fourth time in the history of time since they started red border. The color of the border have changed.
Well, we've changed it a few times, and part of it had to do with when we looked at Nadav's picture. It looked so much even more beautiful and special in a silver border with a silver logo. And because this, also for the first time in this issue, we have 4 subsequent internal covers, all of which have the traditional red border and the red logo, that it just made the whole thing feel special. And Person of the Year is special, and the issue is special, and it makes it feel even more commemorative than it is. And I just thought it was a great and interesting way to go, and I hope it's successful.
Well, one final question, but it's on the light aspect of things here. What did you think of Mad Magazine choosing Tina Brown as the Person of the Year in their parody issue?
Well, that's the first I've heard of it, Samir, to tell you the truth. Yeah, I don't know anything about that.
Okay. Well, thank you very much, Rick. And